26 offices all send their orders in to Olean. Okay, all the contracts go in, everything in this overnight comes from our office. Our office itself did about $30,000 in sales last week, and then all the contracts and everything there. And there's 300 offices in Canada that get sent to Olean on Tuesday. So Wednesday, the data processing nightmare begins. Okay, and they start at 6 o'clock in the morning. They go to 12 midnight, and they just type in this information. They try to read your hand, look at your handwriting. That's not easy, right? She's not the worst. Okay, so they got to try to read this. What was his rep trying to do? Why did he do blank? And they got to put all this stuff in the computer. So they do all this on Wednesday and Thursday. Usually by Thursday evening, Friday morning, depending on the volume of orders that come in. Friday morning, they're always done by Friday morning. They print out the checks, and then they put the checks in the mail on Friday, and then Monday you get your check. Okay, so that's how the rig works, right? So let me go through your first couple checks. Now your first week with our company here is going to be your first 10 days, okay? Because you have Saturday, Sunday. It's not really a full week, so it's going to be this weekend is going to be tacked onto your first week. So you'll have your first week is your first 10 days with our company. So next Monday will be the end of everything, okay? However, what's going to happen though is you guys are going to get some orders this weekend. So what will happen is any orders that you get, they're going to pay those out right away because they got to get the customers their orders, right? So even though you guys aren't really on payroll, but they'll send you a check. So next Monday, you're going to get a check, but it will be the smallest check you ever get in the history of your career with our company. Why?
3 days.
Okay, yeah, it's only what you do today, half of today, Sunday, and Monday before advanced training. Okay, does that make sense? So it's only going to be based upon that, and it's only, and what percentage are you at? You're at the smallest percent, okay? How much experience do you have? You haven't done one yet, okay? So the point is, I just want you to understand that, because here's what's going to happen. Next Monday, you're going to get a check. But as I said, it's going to be just based upon what you sold this first weekend, because you haven't done your first whole week of work yet, okay? And so I don't want you to work all next week, and then on Monday you come in, I got an $18 check. Okay? So I just want you to understand what that check is reflecting. It's reflecting what you did this weekend. That's why. But now that I'm telling you that it's going to be your smallest check, I didn't say it has to be a small check. Right? Perhaps I showed you yesterday some first paychecks, $200, $300. You sell $2,000 this weekend. You have a $250 first paycheck, and they only get bigger from there. Okay? So that's how it goes. But I just want you to understand your first week. By the way, most jobs, do you even get paid your first week? No, they just hold it over and all that kind of jazz. Okay, so the point is for you to go out this weekend and do well, but every Monday after that it will just be a normal Monday. Whatever you turn in on Monday, it gets paid on the next Monday. Okay, so just to understand your first couple of paychecks. All right, so let's finish filling out this thing. So email address, home phone, cell phone. That's just if you fill it out wrong, so we can give you a call real quick and say, hey, fill your paperwork out right. Okay, so here's the sheet. Now it says date and time. Date and time means what? Date and time of what? Oh, we did the appointment. Okay, so you got to put the date. By the way, does the date and time mean you just write the date? No. Does it mean just write the time? No. You might be looking at me like, why is he talking to me like I'm an idiot? Okay, here's why. All right, wait. Never put your sheets in this folder, in this drawer. This is where we put your sheets when we're done with them. Okay. Okay. So there's 3 types of people. Okay. There are people who are who are base pay over, which means they didn't need base pay, which means they made more money on their incentive than they needed base pay. For example, here's Soraya, there's my second name, J in there, it's a small J. But so order for $355, $135, $139, $795, a no sale, $112, and a 0. Okay, so obviously it was way over, and Soraya's already at 25%. She was way over base pay. Okay, so she didn't need base pay, so she's in the base pay over. Right, she didn't need base pay, making more. Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Great thing. Okay, it means she's making more than $76.25. Okay, then we have the base pay paid. Here's this file. Okay, so now you notice there's a lot more. Actually, no, this is 2 files. All right, there's a lot more base pay paid than base pay over. Here's why: because you have to fill out these sheets if you don't need base pay. No, okay, these are for base pay only. So, like for example, David doesn't fill out the sheet anymore because he's like, I'm at 30%. So I'm never going to get base pay. So I have a sale for $100. I make $30. So I'm almost doubling my base pay on a one-night sale. And so it's pointless. Base pay becomes irrelevant. Okay, it's like Bill Gates thinking about unemployment insurance. So what do I care? Okay, like it's not necessary for me. But people, there's all the base pay paid. We pay all these people out. So both these people are happy. Then we have the problem children. Okay, problem children don't know how to fill out paperwork properly, and then their pay gets messed up. Okay, like this person hasn't been paid by our company. Why not? Who is this person? I don't know who they are. Okay, so this person's probably sitting at home right now. The vector scam. I hate them. Writing blogs and YouTubes, and it's like, well, you're an idiot. Okay, I don't know what to do. I can't pay you if you don't tell me who you are. All right, so it's pretty simple. So you got to fill out the paperwork properly. All right, you can't leave big blanks. You use blanks all over the place. Blanks mean blank check. That's okay. Date and time. These blanks. All right, so that messes everything up. So the point is that it's very simple paperwork. It's not hard to do. We pay out a lot of people, but you have to turn your paperwork in properly. Okay, so if you're like, why is he talking to me like an idiot? Because I said the same thing to these people, and they're in this folder. Okay, so please, date and time means date and time. Okay, name and address is the name and address of the customer, not your name and address 7 times. Okay, I've seen that before. All right, so that's how it goes. All right, phone number is the phone number of the customer. Please don't say I didn't have their phone number. You called them and you set up an appointment. Okay, so you have their phone number, obviously. All right, so now it says items purchased or reason not purchased. Okay, these are words. All right. Now if they buy a big piece order, like you don't have to write like fashion spreader, 8 forks, this and that. Like you don't have to write all that stuff. Just write customized set if they bought a lot of pieces. Okay, or just write homemaker set or if people bought a trimmer or whatever. Okay, so that's fine. However, what's more important to me is the reason not purchased. If people don't buy, I want to know why they didn't buy. Why do I want to know that information? Improvement, right? Yeah. If you have 5 customers who all say the same thing to you, does that mean all customers say that? No, it means you're doing something wrong in your demonstration that's causing people to say that. Okay. And by the way, by what your customers say, it tells me as a manager what you're doing wrong in your demo. Like if all your customers keep saying, "Oh, my knives are okay," that means you're doing a bad knives page. We need to improve your bad knives page. Okay. And you're not explaining to them that thing. If customers keep saying it's too expensive, then you're going to do a better features and benefits page and explain the value to customers. So this tells me exactly what part of your demo I can help you with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So cool. All right. So then it says HW and S. HW and S means husband, wife, or single person. Okay? If you see the husband by himself, you put H. If you see the wife, you put W. If you see a single person, you put S. Okay? If you see the husband and wife together, you put HW. Okay? That's together, right? If you see 2 gay couple, you put HH, WW, whatever. Okay? So just let me know what's going on. All right? So that's how I need to know that. All right? So pretty simple. By the way, what's the one you want to see the most?
The wife.
Well, what do you want to see in this box the most? HW. Okay, HW is the best scenario. Okay, so the husband and the wife together. The husband picks out all the big knives, the wife picks out all the small, practical knives. The husband just wants the big killer knives. Okay, and then they get the whole set. All right, so that's how it goes. All right, the next best thing is W. The next best thing is H, and the last best thing is S. Okay, so just so you know. Again, not that those are bad. That's just what you want to look for. Okay, so pretty simple. HWS, you put that there. Recommendations is how many recommendations you got. So it's a number, all right? So you got 64 on that one. That's pretty good. 10, 15, 10, 4, 2, 2. Okay, so that's recommendations there from Miriam. Okay, what's each other get 64 recommendations? Probably a lot of people just take out a directory or something and give it to us. Kind of cool. All right, and then CPO. Now CPO is the only term that you don't know yet on this paper that I have to explain. It stands for commissions paid on. That's what CPO stands for. Everything in our company is based upon your CPO. Okay, it's basically the order, not with tax and shipping and all that stuff. You don't get paid on tax and shipping. So if you had a homemaker sale, the CPO would be $945, not $1,056, whatever it comes in with tax and shipping. Makes sense? All right. So here she had a no sale. Here she sold 48. Here she sold 96. Here she had a sale for 644. Here she had 399. Here she had no sale. Here she had no sale. Make sense? Okay. Anybody confused by anything? No. Cool. All right. And then you have the
Speaking of CPO, Jonathan just sold 366.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Tommy's awesome.
I know.
All right. So thank you. We're just talking about it. Okay, so let's figure out how much Jonathan made. 366, right? 366. And Jonathan is over 3,622.
20%.
Yeah.
So he just he just went over 4K.
Did he really? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so $73. Not a bad hour. A little better than 17. Okay, so a lot of reps are on demos today. So now the last thing here is customer signature. Okay, how much the people bought. Okay, excuse me, how much they bought. It's fine. Okay, I'm thinking about Jonathan now. So the signature, right? Now you have the customer sign it. Now here's the thing. Then at the bottom you sign it, and you're supposed to date it. Mary didn't date it, but that's okay. All right, so then you sign the bottom.